Today is about jobs. It's about getting Albertans back to work. It's about growing our economy. It's about competing with the rest of the world. Red tape kills jobs. Red tape shrinks the economy. Too much red tape impairs what we in Alberta do best, which is to create opportunity for people to get ahead. And that's why we are so happy that today we've seen huge progress in Alberta in just the past 8 months towards meeting our government's goal of making Alberta the freest and fastest moving economy in North America. For years, the CFIB, the voice of Canadian small business, was giving Alberta F's and D's for its red tape burden. Now, for some people, that would seem kind of strange, a little bit counterintuitive, because after all, isn't Alberta supposed to be the home of free enterprise and free markets? Well, somehow, through the good years, we got complacent, and we allowed a constant layering of rules and red tape and regulatory complexity and long approval processes, so that we found ourselves uncompetitive. That's simply not acceptable. And that's why our government ran on and was elected with a commitment to reduce by at least 1/3 the amount of red tape, the number of regulatory requirements imposed by Alberta's government on our citizens and our job creators. You know, the owners of small and medium-sized businesses, they don't have a minimum wage. They don't have a defined benefit pension. They don't have lifetime job guarantees. They don't get any benefits. They don't get any pay at all unless their business turns a profit at the end of the year. And yet they're the folks who create most jobs in our economy. And you know, it takes courage to run a business like this. It takes courage to put your life savings on the line. To stay up late at night, sleepless nights, wondering if you're going to be able to make payroll. But when you add on top of all of that pressure, the demands of filling out hundreds of forms for provincial, municipal, and the federal government, it can become just too much. But think of all of the unachieved dreams, all of the small businesses that never started because people ran into a wall of red tape, of regulation that they simply could not push through. Think of all of the jobs that could have been created, the dreams that could have been fulfilled, the human potential that could have been realized without people being held back unnecessarily by dumb government rules. So that is why at the center of our job creation strategy as a government is this red tape reduction strategy. Thank you to the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, the voice of Canada's small business heroes, for putting a relentless spotlight on the destructive impact of dumb government regulations. And Red Tape Awareness Week is a great educational opportunity to highlight all of that. I think the scorecard that you do is so important because, Laura, as you and I have discussed, accountability is key. And this is one credible external organization that is holding all Canadian governments to account. So we are proud today that Alberta has moved from a year after year of Fs with the worst regulatory record in Canada all the way to a B- in just 7 or 8 months. But we will not be satisfied, Laura, until we get an A in your small business report card.